Wow, I guess just a tremendous job of us continuing to fight. Our pitching staff giving us, the ability to come and just keep getting more and more at bats. Just really proud of them, to be honest. And I thought they did a heck of a job. There was no panic. Just Trin, great job.
What was different about Vestal? That's the best we've seen her in the game. So what was different about her today?
That's the Brooke Vestal I know, to be honest with you. And so she just did a really good job of coming out and being Brooke. Our hitters will tell you they hate facing her, and she did a really good job of coming out and getting her ball to the correct part of the zone. That's something that we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. And I thought she did a really good job with that, and her off speed was working, and her off speed is her best pitch. So those two things makes her very dynamic.
What went into the decision to go to her in that second inning?
Yeah, I just thought Lev, she had kind of gone through the lineup, I believe at 1.5, 1 and a little bit. And I just wanted to give them a different look. I was thinking we were going to put some crooked numbers up. The good thing is Kennedy came to me today and said, hey, I feel really good. Like, I'm ready to go. Love that. And so I wanted to go to Brooke because I have a lot of faith in her. I know what her ball does, and we're going to keep putting her out there. So it was just kind of a coach's decision. Lev was struggling a little bit of finding the strike zone, and I thought Vestal could come in and trying to face Vestal, or facing Vestal and then facing lefty after that. That's a really good kind of matchup on our end because they're very opposite.
Can you just talk about how good Trin has been in clutch situations, second walk-off of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, that threesome right there of Jazz, Trin and Julie, I would hate to have to kind of go through it every single game. But I think the three of them have been tremendous. They've all just done a great job. Trin, has had just, like you said, a couple of walk-offs. She's just a senior. That's what you want. That's senior leadership. She's worked her tail off. I think she's one of our, obviously she's a pure hitter, and, she just works at her craft.
How much do you think that pulling out a win tonight here helps with your game planning for tomorrow?
I think, obviously this is huge, right? Like we have the series, locked up. Tomorrow, I'm greedy. I would like us to come out and win, or at least put together our game. And so, we'll figure out pitching wise what we're going to do. And lineup wise, but I felt, overall, we've seen a lot of their pitchers. There's 2 of them that we haven't seen yet. I don't know if, they maybe start one of them and Vodder comes in after, but the good thing is we've seen Vodder quite a bit. Again, that kid's a stud, and I thought we just did a really good job of sticking with our plan, and finally, one came, went our way.
If South Carolina holds the runner at second, do you challenge the person leaving early, or the fact that they challenge the girl get thrown out and give you time to challenge?
We were challenging regardless.
Okay.
So, I just wanted to make sure, and that's what I was asking the home plate umpire, if we challenge that piece of it and it says that she was on time, does that other play still hold up?
Okay.
And we had a little miscommunication.
That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
know. Okay.
So it took us a little bit. So.
And then obviously,
Okay. Yes.
Great throw by Hill. I mean,
on the money. Yeah. But again, like we tell our players play free, right? We're not going to play afraid. We're not going to be afraid to make mistakes. Coco's backhand too in the 5-6 hole was tremendous. So lots of good things.
So what was different on that about? Because you faced her a few times and she got the best of you guys a lot. Well, take us through what was different about that.
I went up to my Coach E before I went up there. I said, I'm hitting the outside drop ball, and sure enough, it was a changeup, so they're pretty similar in speed and location, and I just got my hands through it. And it was a great feeling coming home to those girls.
What's made these clutch moments, just seem so easy for you?
I just think being there for my teammates, and because the same way Emily Kennedy is going to shut down an inning and she knows that we have her back, we have to step up and do the same thing for her when we're in the box.
How about some love for your pitchers, especially Brooke and Lefty just showing out today?
I told Rylan every single time they struck out somebody, I looked around and I said, I have been victimized by that pitch, and I'm just glad it's not me anymore. And it's so much fun playing behind them because you can get hype on the field and then take that into the dugout. And so I think that's what helped us that last inning.
You got a walk-off before your, walk-off winner or run roll. When's the last time you had a walk-off? You remember?
That grand slam against UTSA.
Yeah.
That was a run roll. Though.
Right,
I was
yeah.
talking about a one.
No, that was
No, that was a walk.
that was a walk off.
That's right.
Grand slam. Yeah.
Okay.
Was that because
I like this one better.
Sorry.
Very good.
Yeah, how big is it to, obviously a tough one, gutted out in extras, win the series though, and you feel a little bit better going into tomorrow?
We do, but I was telling the other radio people that I was like, we still have a plan. We were going for the sweep, and these girls love it. They love to fight. They love to be scrappy. They love to have each other's backs, and so we're excited for tomorrow.
You look like a lot different pitcher than the 4 or 5 times we've seen you before here at A&M. Is that true? What was maybe different about your game today?
Before the North Texas game, Coach Ford sat down with me and said, I love you, but it's time to compete. And I think that has flipped a switch in me, like, hey, this is my last season, and I would hate to have regrets on how I attacked it and how I approached it. So that was a big moment for me to be like, I can do this, and I have the pitches to do this. I just have to believe in myself.
With such an unpredictable zone, you were able to pitch 4 innings with no walks. I mean, what pitches were working so well for you tonight?
I think it was less about what was working pitch-wise and more knowing that even if they hit it, my defense had me. Kramer made some great catches in the outfield. Julie was helping me out as much as she could behind the plate, and I knew we were going to scratch a run at some point. So I was less worried about him and more focused on, even if I let them hit it, my defense has got me.
Yeah, how good was even just like Rylan at second and everyone tonight seemed to be making plays?
It's stuff that we get to see every day in practice, and it's fun when it shows on the field like that for everyone else to see how amazing our defense is.
And confidence-wise, how big was this outing for you, just getting back into it and, like you said, being competitive?
This for me was really big confidence-wise, just to go out there and see, like, I can compete at this level, and I just need to keep believing in myself and let my defense work for me and knowing that they got my back.
Been a while since you walked in, but bases loaded, nobody out in the relief position.
Yes, might be first.
Maybe the first to say you started, so I just wondered if you ever had done that recently.
No, it was definitely a first, and then to go down 3-0, I was like, okay, take a deep breath. I got this.
I was going to ask you. It didn't look good your first 3 pitches, so you gave the answer. Okay, thanks.
Good.
Awesome. Thank you.
man.